right? And it's kind of like, that's an interesting concept. Like, who is at fault for that one, the chicken or the egg? I just had a crazy concept that I was thinking about, and I wanted to say it before I lost it, so this is like me recording it. But what if we could choose our lifetimes as like souls? Like, God is like up there and we're all just like lingering around with no purpose, and then they're like, next caller, next caller. You get the bunch of you that are like born in like the same year or whatever, you get to kind of like pick and select like how you do in classes like when you're in college, but not really that way. It's kind of like they offer you one and you kind of bargain for life. So let's think, right? Let's say like you could kind of see like how the trajectory of your life is gonna go. You're like, okay, and then like it's kind of like episode where like within the story you can kind of choose whether you want or don't want something. But here's the thing, if it was that easy, it would be that easy, right? Let's really break it down, right? Let's say that you are gonna pick a life and that life is like 60 years old, and then it's like, oh, do you want to date this person? And then you're gonna like find out that that person's like a horrible human being and he hates women or whatever, right? I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, not really from a man. But imagine they say like, oh, you're gonna meet this one guy at like 17 and he's gonna F up your entire trajectory of your life. But you'll get over him in like 2 years for exchange of this really fine man that you marry straight off the bat, but y'all married for like the rest of your lives, right? And it's like, do I suffer through 2 years of pain for like a bunch of years? And then you have to choose that, right? And you can almost like custom pick. Obviously when we're born, we're not aware of our choices. We just kind of live through them. And we're like, what the flip? Like, why is this happening to me? But when you change perspective, that's when miracles happen. You understanding me? But then the theory breaks down even more, because it's like, okay, well, why would I choose a life that like I'm only alive for, let's say, like 10 years? Like you want a child, you chose a child death, right? But maybe your soul kind of was like, you're gonna only live 10 years in this life, but you're gonna have like the most loving parents, and unfortunately you just get taken off the map by like, I don't know, like heart disease or something, which is horrible. Like, it's like, why would I have the most loving why would I choose to have a short life and have the most loving parents ever, only to die like 10 years? But like, it's also like those parents shower you in like everything. Like, let's say you're born like rich, you get to experience rich as a kid for 10 years, and they're gonna, and you almost get to kind of pick that, you know? And it's kind of like, what if it's like a selectional thing? Whoever doesn't like come early, or whoever doesn't get like first pick, like whoever's not liked, which is kind of crazy because how is souls not liked? Like, I feel like souls all start on the same bandwidth. But assuming this theory continues to go, the least liked souls get picked first or picked last, so they have to end up with whatever like sucky life and like gives them, right? But at the same time, I feel like that's unfair, because I do think that souls all start on the same level. So maybe it's like a lottery thing. Like, we get first batch of births, we get like 3 batches, we get like first pick, draft 1, you know, you get to choose it. Like, you get to live 90 years. You basically get born as Kris Jenner in like the first batch, right? Like, you got options, okay? And I feel like some souls in that batch would also choose to have a short life as well, because they're like I don't really want to do nothing for real. Like, I just kind of want to come back for real. Like, just send me to the shortest one you got, right? That could be an option for, you know, batch 1. But I feel like once you get to like batch 3, you're just stuck with whatever's left. Like, if everybody already chose the Kris Jenner life, you know, everybody already chose to be Gandhi and Muhammad Ali and Michael Jackson, you're stuck with like, I don't know, like connecting theory, right? If you choose like a life that's like fire, and then like, I guess in this case God, because I'm going off of Christianity kind of in this theory, I don't know, I feel like this is also like a really interesting mix of like Buddhism as well, considering the whole exchanging souls and lives and all that stuff. But I don't really know too much, so forgive me if I like offended what I just said. But let's say if God, right, let you have first draft, first pick, and you pick, let's go off Elvis Presley, right? rich, young, talented, I don't know, rich, young, talented? Yeah, he was talented. Okay, let's say like, you know, you do choose a good life. 90-year life, you get bored, you know, you got money, you got talent, everybody loves you, you're spectacular, you're amazing, right? But then like you're like low-key an evil person. Like you said you were gonna, like the contract when you sign up to be part of that life is that you live the life accordingly, or not really accordingly, but you let life go and you get that life and you're like, cool, I got it. But then you try to like manipulate the tracks or whatever. It's kind of like, God's like, cut his mic, right? And I feel like maybe that's like the also part of it is like, oh, you can be drafted like in a lottery for first pick, but if you start acting a fool, we just gonna have to chop that off, right? Or I guess in this case, karma would come back. Like karma would be like part of like the spirit realm. I feel like I sound crazy, but karma is like part of the spirit realm as well, and karma's gonna be like, cut his mic, and then Jesus, and then God is gonna have to be like, let's give this man like a two-year grace period. You know, we give him a little hardship and we'll see how he bounces back, right? And then he's gonna be like, oh, okay. If said person recovers, like, okay, we'll let him kind of linger a little bit longer until like the rest of his like whatever existing life he picked. Or it's kind of like, this dude is horrible, like we need to take him off the map, and boom, off the map. And he's probably gonna be like, what the heck, why'd you know, I signed the contract for this many years. And it's like, but you betrayed the contract by not living life accordingly. Catching my drift? Yeah, I don't know how this just came into my mind. It's probably not even gonna make it anywhere for real, but I was just yapping because I feel like that would be such an interesting concept in terms of like soul picking and stuff. Well, oh, you know what's also a crazy thing? If you're sensitive about abortions, you could click off now, because I'm probably gonna stop yapping. Click off is crazy. I'm not even putting this anywhere, but you could like go away, right? But the real point is, what if you like choose you know, it's also a crazy concept. What if you like choose a life and they're like, and you're like first draft, first pick, and then you get chosen, and then like you get sent down, they're like, everything's great, and then the parents like, I don't even want you for real, cut his mic. That's even crazier. Not saying that like they don't have that choice, but like also the same token is like, you know, like if this was like still going on with the theory, like if the parent got an abortion, or like it's the mother, because the father has nothing to do with it in the sense of like the actual body. If the mother got an abortion, like what are the terms and regulations of that? Because they chose their life too. So full circle moment, because if the soul thing is still true, what pick did the mother get to have to send back the kid? Because the kid also has to choose, if the soul of that kid had to like also got to like choose their life as well. Oh gosh, now the theory's unraveling. But if that kid had to choose their soul as well, they would have to get like sent back. Like, do they put that in their lifetime? Like, kind of like, oh, you get sent back, but then you have to come back. You get sent down. Like the contract says, like if you're first draft, first pick, and you're the one getting aborted, right? From the abortion parent, like from the soul perspective. Does it say in your contract, oh, you're gonna get aborted the first time, like you're gonna be back here very soon, but then we'll send you back to another person, and that will be like your actual home? Is that like part of the contract? Because the mother now is like back in the soul, and is like back to like when they were in the soul, and they literally like, well, you're gonna get an abortion, but like you're gonna get another one, or maybe like you're not gonna get another one, or your punishment for that is not getting another one, but you get to be like rich or whatever. Do you still want to sign that part of the contract? Do you want to pick that choice, or do you want to choose something else, right? And it's kind of like, that's an interesting concept. Like, who is at fault for that one, the chicken or the egg? If souls are like interlinked, like this goes back into like soul ties, right? Like, what if the person who's getting aborted, if your life is in the hands of this person who's gonna get rid of you, so you're gonna be back, but then we're gonna bounce you back to another person? I don't know. I feel like that's some very bounce back, like, oh, my life kind of relies on this other person. But also goes back to the whole, well, now that you think about it, everybody's souls are like linked, because if it's in the case of going back to this whole like relationship thing, right, and you're like being able to choose like different parts of your life, if you're like the girl, right, or the guy or whatever, if you're person one, right, and you're like picking your like lot or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, you get to deal with this horrible person who's like narcissistic and hates women, right, but then you get to find the love of your life, right, the person who's evil and narcissistic also has to choose to mess up the lover person's life. Like, is that not, is that crazy? No, it's not crazy, because everybody's souls are interlinked. So basically, the person who's like narcissistic and evil basically has to, like, their soul has to be like, you get to meet this person, and this person will literally treat you like you're the king, and you get to have that for 2 years. 2 years, you get to be treated like king. She buys you gifts, she showers you in love and affection, but in turn for that, you have to treat her horribly. Yeah, you're gonna treat her horribly, and she's gonna treat you like a queen. But then 2 years later, you guys are not gonna be together. She's gonna treat you like, okay, right? You guys are gonna be together, and you're gonna be treated like a king for 2 years, and then y'all not gonna be together. You get 2 years of someone showering you in love and affection and gifts and just everything you ever needed, and then y'all gonna have that for 2 years. And then after that, you'll like either be able to A, find love again, or B, like you have to grind and work hard and then fall into your own, like, you know, narcissistic habits, whatever, right? Do they get the full term? Do they get the full like term and reaction of it? Terms and conditions? Yeah, do they get the full terms and conditions of them being treated like a king? Like, do we only get the positive sides of the argument? Because if I'm being told, hey, for 2 years I get to be treated like a king, I get, you know, I get money showered on me, I got the parents loving me, I got everything, you know, I get gifts, I don't have to put in no kind of effort. Yeah, for 2 years? 2 years is kind of lame. Like 2 years, like I would low-key bargain for like 5, honestly. But like I get gifts, I get love, I get affection, I get kisses, I get everything I want, and I'm gonna owe the other person anything? Yeah, that sounds fun to me, you know. And I wonder if they get the, but you're gonna treat her horribly, or you're gonna treat him horribly, you're gonna make this person spiral, you are literally horrible. Like, do they like get that part of the condition, or do they get the, you get to be a king for 5 years part of the condition? Because I feel like do you kind of get one side, or you get both sides, you know? But then it goes back to, do your souls even have feelings? And then on top of that, are your souls even gendered? Like, I feel like we just kind of, you know, we just snap back into reality. Like, you know, you like because our souls are interlinked. Does it go back to like the whole gender thing? Because I feel like we again start at like a neutral standpoint. Like, this is just a pool. This is just a pool of souls. Like, it's not really like man and woman. It's just souls, and they get to like pick and choose. But I feel like that's backwards, because if you're picking and choosing, then you get to be told, is this like BitLife? Is this literally not BitLife? Like, wait, if you get to pick and choose, that means you get to pick and choose gender too, right? Like, I feel like in modern day it makes sense, but imagine if you like pick and choose your soul, and you pick and choose like a woman in the 1800s. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Like, why would you willingly, that you know that's gonna happen, why would you do that, right? But then I feel like some people would want to live like in the 1700s. I don't know. Like, if it was in the case like I was like picking one, why did I pick the digital age? You're gonna suffer from like brain rot and fun internet memes and, you know, not so good political standpoints. I could choose any age, and I choose, like, if this was the theory that we're all standing by, right? If I could choose any age, I'd really pick the digital age. I picked the age where brain rot is a real thing. I picked the age of TikTok. I picked the age of poor political choices. I picked the age of me being able to sit in front of a camera. Like, what if this was part of the plot line, and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I think I do want to become a vlogger. You know, you're gonna suffer for a few years trying to get your vlogs up to a certain standpoint, but then you're gonna be great. You're gonna be successful, right? And it's like, okay, like, I don't know, like, was my soul really tripping? Because I feel like I feel like I got a few tweaks in the barrel, but I digress. I don't know. I think this theory is like slowly unraveling the more I think about it, because everybody's so interlinked that it's kind of like, and then where do they interlink? Is it right here during the draft picks? Like, what if the parents are in the first draft pick, but like the kid is in like the second or third one, or vice versa, where the kid is in the first draft pick and they are like, I want a short life, and the parents are like, okay, we get to have kids, but we don't get to have them for long, and then they like pick that, and then it's like, do the souls, like when you pick your draft, do the souls link then, or do they link like later? Like, because the parents would probably have to be sent first before the kid, not like the egg before the chicken. Or is the chicken before the egg? Sorry, I've been yapping for 20 minutes. I did not think I would be able to go on for that long about a theory that literally, in theory, makes no sense, but it's a theory. That's the point. I feel like this doesn't make sense. If this actually ends up anywhere, or if I actually end up uploading it, or I'm thinking this is a funny thing, like, let me know. Let me know if I sound crazy right now, because I have been thinking about getting a therapist. I need one of those. Hashtag need that. Hashtag need that. But yeah, I think that's the end of my theory. I think this is just another fun like little episode. Oh, this could be an episode for decompressing at the windshield. Thank you guys so much for watching. This theory makes no sense, but let's, you know, that's my whole point. I'm gonna go now. I think I need to eat breakfast. I'm hot.